last two albums have been pretty much lackluster. Their last decent album was In Game, and a lot of people were disappointed with their last two albums. Now, coming into their new album, Dystopia, they did lose Chris Bodrick, who was a guitar player, and they lost Sean Dover, who was the drummer, and they were in the band for a good amount of time because Dave has a tendency to kick a lot of people out the band. So they left, and people kind of didn't know what was going on. Well, they got Chris Adler to come in and take over on drums, and they got Kiko to come in and replace Chris on guitars. So a lot of people had a lot of high hopes for this album, and in some aspects, it does deliver. Now, the very first song off of this is "The Threat Is Real." This is actually one of the better songs on the track, and it's perfect to open the album up. Has a lot of energy, it has a lot of cool guitar solos in it, and Chris Adler has really the drumming on the entire album is really cool because he brings that Lamb of God feel to it, but it's still in Megadeth style, if that makes any sense. So overall, the opening track is one of the cooler songs on the whole album. Next up is Dystopia, which is the title track. This song is boring to me. Compared to The Threat Is Real, this one's like low energy. I don't really care for the riff in it very much. And the verse is very boring. Now, the first half of the song is kind of lackluster, but the second half of the song is really awesome because you got some guitar solos going on. It's just, the second half of the song is way better than the first. The next track up is Fatal Illusion. The lyrics for this song actually don't kick in to a minute in. So you have this really cool instrumental part in the beginning. Then after that, the bass kicks in and it sets up the next section of the song. Then after that, a guitar riff kicks in that sets up the next section of the song. This song is actually one of the stronger tracks on the album because you're going to see that as we go along, the songs kind of become kind of lackluster. The next track up is Death From Within. This song has a very cool old Megadeth feel to it. It's really cool. You got some really cool guitar parts going on. All throughout the album, the play between Dave and Kiko are actually really cool because those guitar solos pretty much saved the album. So this song is really cool. It has an old school Megadeth feel to it, and a guitar play in it is really awesome. After Death From Within, we have Bullet to the Brain. This song starts off with some acoustic guitar, and then it kicks in with a 6/8 guitar feel. Dave's vocals here are very weird. They're kind of weird through the whole album because his range on this album is not very much. Like his singing's good in some parts, but it's kind of lackluster in others. It put some effects on his vocals during the verse, and I don't know, it sounds weird. The effect really didn't lend itself to the song, I found. The verse is all right, but this is not one of the stronger songs in the album. It has some, once again, you're gonna notice this all throughout the album. It has some really cool guitar parts that save this song and make it worthy. The lyrics and everything else is kind of blah. Post American World. This song is very politically fueled. You're gonna notice that a lot of the tracks on this album, they're very politically fueled, which I understand the point Dave's trying to get across, but he kind of, he could have done it in a better way. Like, they're too obvious, and it comes off as super cheesy. Like, this song, the lyrics are super cheesy. The music is awesome. The music for this track is awesome, but the lyrics are bad. Then, after Post American World, you have Poisonous Shadows. Now, this song starts off with some ahs and stuff like that, which it sounds really weird. Now, the verse is really cool. It has this really cool triplet feel to it. And it's, the whole thing itself, it's like kind of a very dark song. It has that kind of feel throughout the entire song, which it's really cool, but it doesn't finish well. Like, the ending of the song, it's like very cheesy. Like, it's like some acoustic guitar and Dave's talking about some stuff. I have no idea what he's talking about, but it's very cheesy. So this song starts off kind of cheesy, gets really cool, and ends kind of cheesy. So after that, we have Look Who's Talking Back, which this is an iTunes bonus track, which I didn't get to listen to the song because it wasn't on the album that I listened to. After that, you have Conquer or Die. This starts off with some cool classical guitar action going on, and then it goes into some pretty awesome guitar playing, which I think it's Dave, but I'm not 100% sure, so I think it's him and Kiko trade off. The song's basically instrumental for the most part, and then you have kind of some spoken lyrics at the end, which I don't understand what was the point of those lyrics at the end. Why not just leave it a full instrumental? After Concord Dar, you have Lying in State. Here we have another politically charged song, which, once again, the lyrics are cheesy. The music behind it sounds awesome, but the lyrics are not. And this song's not that good. I didn't really like it all that much. Then after Lying in State, you have The Emperor. More of the same story with post-American world and Lying in State. It's had this cool metal feel to it. Once again, the music's really cool, but the lyrics are cheesy. And I mean, they have one cool line in it: "You suck the life out of dying," which was really the best part of the song. I found that was a pretty cool line, but it's really cheesy. I didn't really care for it. Then now that was number 11. Now 12 is was another iTunes bonus track, "Last Dying Wish," which I didn't listen to. Then you have "Foreign Policy," which is a Fear band. Fear is it's a cover of theirs, which this song was it's really good. Like, I mean, it sounds like a Megadeth cover. They made it their own, and it kind of fits the whole theme of the album with the political, the political stuff that's going on. So this is one of the better politically charged songs on the album, but it wasn't necessarily written by Megadeth. So then after that, you have "Melt the Ice Away," which is the last track on the album, and this is also a cover of a Bungie song. Now I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that they put two covers on the album, because it's, I don't know, it's cool to see a band you look up to, they cover some songs of stuff they look up to, so you kind of you trace back and see what influenced them and stuff, which I think is awesome. Overall, the summary of this album is music is really cool, but a lot of the lyrics are cheesy. Like, the guitar action saves a lot of the stuff. Now, this is their best album since Endgame. I really liked that album. That was the first real Megadeth album that I got into. Their older stuff's amazing, but this album, like I said, it's good, but too much cheesy lyrics. And I don't know, Dave should have worked with a producer, because he could have got a way better album. Now, Kiko did help write some of the lyrics, but I'm sure he tried to clean it up as much as he could. But I mean, we all know Dave runs the band. What do you guys think about this album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. As for me, I am out. Peace.